kids, welcome back to the Cool Kids Club. I'm your host, the Tastiest Sunflower. And today, we're going to be talking about the terrible, awful year that is 2020. So, with every bad has the good. So, I would like to highlight the good today and only the good of 2020 and what good came out of it. And I thought that 20 things would be appropriate for the year 2020. And also, I think that 20 is a good number because it's quite a bit to be, favor it and have to think about what good things really came out of the terrible year. So, I have my little note cards right here that have all of the things so I do not forget a single one. And so with that, I will let you guys know the flavor of the day, which is cinnamon apple. There's really no particular reason. I just really like that smell, and it's I think it's a good after Christmas smell. Number one, as you guys know, is meeting Roger. I bet there is literally no surprises there. I talk about him in every single one of my videos. If he's not in it, I'm talking about him. He is honestly my entire life. He supports me and he loves me, and he is the best partner I could ever have. He is, honestly, he supports me, he loves me, he always makes sure that I'm okay. And if he knows that something's wrong, he always tries to talk to me and we always talk through it. He always helps me. I always say that Roger would carry the world for me and he wouldn't complain one bit. And honestly, he's the best thing that could ever happen to me. He is, I think, the one thing that really makes everything a little bit better. And he makes just every day a little bit brighter. And I met him in March 8th to be exact. And then he asked me to be his girlfriend on March 18th. And honestly, we've had our ups and downs this year, but I really know how truly grateful I am to have him, and he makes every day just better and brighter, and he makes me just want to push harder for all of my goals and all of my dreams, and he makes me want to be my best self, and I hope that I make him want to be his best self. So first was meeting Roger, and so we'll put that down there. Second, this one's supposed to be in the back. Okay, so that was supposed to be the last one. But second is getting more into YouTube. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Hopefully my loyal viewers, if you guys watch every video, which I absolutely would love, I've gotten way more into YouTube and doing videos. I have a bunch of friends who ask me if they should start a channel. If you think that you should, absolutely. I don't get a lot of views. I think my last two videos have like 7 or 8 views, but honestly, even having, before that, I got maybe 2 or 3 views, but even watching those 5 extra views makes me feel so good because I can see the growth, and I can feel it in myself. And even if I don't get a lot of views, I have fun doing it, and it brings me a lot of joy and happiness, and it kind of gives me my own space and my own thing, and I can just really, I can bring in whoever I would like, but, it is my own. And yeah, so if you want to start a YouTube channel, I say go for it. I started on my iPhone. Honestly, just start, and it doesn't take a lot to be happy. It honestly just took me making videos, and it's something that makes me really happy, and I do it on the side, and my dream is to make it my job one day, but you know, we'll see, and we'll see how it grows and changes, and if not, I just love the few people who do watch my videos. So thanks, guys. And so third is getting the job with the kids at the gym. So if you guys didn't know, I worked at the Kids Zone at Dynamic Fitness. It is only a Houston, Texas company. And they are a fairly new gym, and their policy is cleanliness and friendliness. So I really loved it, and I had a few kids that I watched every day, and I worked split shift, and if you're not sure what that is, I worked 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then I would come back from 4 to 8. And honestly, I loved the kids, and I loved it so much. I think that it was so fun, and I loved interacting with the kids every day. And I had pretty much the same kids every day because the parents would come in every single day. So I had a bunch that came in every day. So I really started to get attached to them, and honestly, I loved that job. So if becoming a YouTuber doesn't work out, I think I might become a kindergarten teacher. So that is my plan B. And so, yeah. But I think I will always try to do YouTube on the side. So maybe if I do become a kindergarten teacher, I can make vlogs about it. So, you know, why not both? So 7 and 8, or 4 and 5, excuse me, 4 and 5 kind of go together. So number 4 is getting close with my old friends, and number 5 is meeting my new friends. So one of my best friends, Lexi, her and I got really close this year, and we found that connection that really started our friendship, and it's stronger than ever. I have one friend who, her name is Lauren, and she has 3 kids, which I totally understand that she doesn't have a lot of time to have a lot of friends. So I always try to reach out to her and just let her know that I'm thinking about her and that I hope she's doing good. But I have also me and Taylor have become closer than ever, and I love her, and honestly, I don't think I could live without any of them, and I'm so glad I have them. And number 5 is the meeting new friends, which is I met Roger's brother, which is basically my brother now. We have become so close. I can talk to him about anything. If I have any worries about Roger or anything, or I'm not sure how to approach something or something, I can always ask him, and he always is real with me, and he's one of my best friends, and honestly, I wouldn't have made that unless I met Roger. So number 1 really is meeting Roger, really is the best thing, and he affects every part of my life, but in such a positive way. So I made so many new friends through Roger. I have so many new friends that are girls that I have met through Roger. So number 6, okay, so this year I was offered the opportunity of a lifetime, which I can't really discuss right now because it has not fully been it's not in the final stages yet, but all I can say is that I know that it is a life-changing experience, and it is exactly my dream, and I found it, and it is step 1 it's the one piece of the puzzle that I've been looking for that is going to be the starter puzzle for literally all of the other puzzles, or for all the other pieces. It is the final piece to the puzzle that I've been trying to find, that starts the plan that I have planned in my head since I was 17, and it will help me achieve all of my goals, and I'm so excited, and I hope that it happens, that I can finalize everything and talk to you guys about it soon, but I can't right now, so we'll just move on. But next is finding my passions and finding my passion and what drives me. So a few weeks ago, I had to really sit down and prioritize everything, and I was thinking about no longer doing YouTube, and I got really upset. My depression really took a spiral, and I think it was because it's really what I want to do. It is my passion, and it's something that I really love, and I don't care if I have to do it. I'll go to sleep at 4 a.m. and wake up at 9 a.m. and, you know, edit until I hit my deadline and like really post those videos, and I will like work my butt off to like, you know, do what it takes to make my dream come true. And I really think that, you know, finding YouTube this year helped me cope with everything and just helped me find something that when I don't feel like I can control anything, I can control my YouTube channel, and it helps me just stay calmer, and it helps me have an outlet, and I really love that. So yeah, so my passion, finding my passion. Now, okay, so I believe that was number 7, and so this is number 8, is that I'm starting to take care of myself, and also I'm starting to take self-care seriously. So I really sat down with myself this year, and I told myself that I can take care of everyone else, and that's fine, but I have to start taking care of myself, because if I don't start taking care of myself, I'm gonna slack on taking care of everyone else. And also, Roger deserves someone who takes care of themselves, and he really helped me help me realize that I need to start taking care of myself, because I'm important, and I, you know, do need to like show myself that I'm important, and I am really taking self-care personal and taking it seriously, and just making sure that I, you know, do everything that I can to make sure that I'm in a good place. And Roger really helps me do that, and I sat down and really thought about it, and I just want to become the best person I can be and the best me I can be. And I think if I just really have to start taking care of myself seriously, and if I don't, I can't be my best self, and I want to be my best self. So with that, I also realized my self-worth. So while taking care of myself and taking self-care seriously, I found how much I'm worth, which I thought was so much less than it is. I'm worth one in a million, you know, like I'm worth so much more than I expected. And, you know, Roger was a big part in that, but also he can only tell me so much until I tell myself. And so, you know, like this year really taught me that you have to like be grateful for what you have and what you are, and if you don't like something, you have to stand up for it, or you have to change it. You can't just talk about it, you have to be about it. And no matter what, you have to keep going. And no matter if there's a national global pandemic, you know, it doesn't matter if, you know, the country's turning upside down, you have to keep going, and you have to like make sure you're good, because if you're not good, you can't make sure everyone else is good. And, you know, even if that's taking 2 minutes in the bathroom when you're going to the bathroom to just breathe and be like, hey, it's gonna be okay, it'll be okay. You know, the best, most supportive person in your life can be yourself. And it's okay to ask for help and be like, hey, I just need a little something here and there. Like, that's okay. So it really helped me find my worth, which is way more than I expected. and I'm realizing every day how much more I'm worth than I ever even put into myself. But every day, the more I put into myself, the more I get out of myself, and my self-worth grows every day, and I can't wait to see who I become. And my future self is who I think of every day, and I hope that, you know, me and Roger, I can be my best self for Roger in the future. And I'm growing for my partner, but it also helps me. And so no matter what your reason is, just look for a reason to be your best self, because you're awesome. Next, I have to talk about my internet friends who got me through this year. So I have a group chat called the Rich Kids of Tumblr, and I joined them during quarantine. But honestly, they're a whole bunch of kids. We're just a whole bunch of people. I think it ranges from 15 to maybe 24, 25. I'm not really sure. I think I may be the oldest one. I'm not totally sure. I'm 23, but honestly, talking to them got me through the pandemic a lot more. They helped me realize that it's not so bad just here. It's so bad everywhere. And it got me to really not only take my perspective of what's happening in America, but it helped me take the perspective of what's happening in like Hong Kong or France or Paris or, you know, wherever they are, and know that it's bad everywhere and not just here. And so that really helped me push through. And anytime I felt lonely or I felt alone, I could go to them. Or anytime I had an issue, I could go to them, and they helped me through my struggles, you know? So, next is my next favorite thing about 2020 is that I am becoming unapologetically me and becoming confident in my skin and comfortable in my skin. Because for so long I didn't like who I was, and I didn't like how I looked, and I didn't like who I was or what I was. And every day I put a little bit more effort into myself, and I get a little bit more out. And so I try every day to change a little bit more and try to be better. And I'm really becoming the person that I am, and I'm really becoming stronger and more resilient every day. And I'm becoming unapologetically me, and that's one of my favorite things, and Roger really helps me with that because he's really unapologetically him, and it makes me feel so good to know that my partner supports me in everything that I do, because that makes me feel comfortable in knowing that I am supported in everything. And he knows, and he supports me in everything that I am, which helps me be me. But even if you're not in a relationship that is supportive, or you're not in a relationship at all, I started my self-worth journey and my self-care journey way before Roger. I started last year. I lived with someone who I now realize may have not been the best decision, but we can't go back. But I tried really hard to every day make myself feel a little bit better, and I realized I didn't need to be in that situation where that person made me feel less than I was. And now I have someone who makes me feel, he makes me feel like I deserve everything in the universe, everything in the multiverse, you know, like he makes me feel like I deserve everything. And I think that that's so good, because if I didn't start my self-worth journey before him, I couldn't help him be better. I couldn't help everyone around me be better. And I try to every day just help be a little bit brighter and just be a little bit more positive and have a little bit more positive influence in the world. Even if that's for one or two people, I try every day to just be a little bit brighter and more positive. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're on 12. 12 is that quarantine, one of my favorite things, the 12th thing that is my favorite thing about 2020, is that quarantine gave me a lot of time with Roger in the beginning. In the beginning of our relationship, I had to spend a lot of time with him because we lived together, and he really helped me with that because in the beginning of the pandemic, I lost my job, and so I lost my place of living because I lived in one of those extended hotels, and one of the extended stay hotels, and I lost my place of living, and I was about to live in my car, and Roger was like, you can come live with me. And so we spent basically the entire, literally the entire 9 months that we've been, 10 months that we've been together, 9.5 months that we've been together. We've spent pretty much every day together. I think there may have been a few here and there where we spent time apart, but it's not much. But it's just given me so much time with him, and, with our new relationship, it gave us so much time that when we spent so much time together in the beginning, we could get out our problems early, but we also worked through our problems together. We didn't attack each other, we attacked the problem, and I think that really helped us in the beginning, but it also gave us, a lot of the problems came out really early because we spent a lot of time together, and so we attacked them early and got them out of the way early, but we also communicated with each other, and that's really important. So we communicated our feelings, and now, honestly, I think that Roger and I we haven't fought since about the 5th month. We haven't fought in about 4 months, and we may get into a little tiff about something, hey, you have to, say this, or you gotta talk to me about, not say that, but you talk to me about this, and or something, we have talks, but we don't really fight about anything, and I think that's one of the best things about us, is that, our home is a calm, friendly place, and we don't have to yell or scream at each other, and I love that. So, next is that I found a lot of new movies and shows and music. So, with that, I have a confession to make, I guess. So, I didn't watch a lot of movies or shows as a kid. I didn't listen to a lot of new music either because I had anxiety about it. I had such anxiety about whether it was good or not, or whether or not I would like it, that I just wouldn't watch it. I don't know why I was like that, but I didn't want to give time to something that didn't matter. And so now I haven't watched a lot of stuff. So Roger and his brother and my mom and my sister and just so many people have shown me new stuff, new music, new movies, new TV shows. I watched BoJack this year. Roger showed me BoJack. It's one of my absolute favorites. I found Dollface on Hulu, which is one of my absolute favorites. I cannot wait till they make more episodes. And Superstore, Roger and I watched that. Lucifer, I found all of those this year. Harry Styles, his new album, I don't know if that came out this year, but I found it this year. The one with Watermelon Sugar on it, I'm pretty sure that came out this year. Ariana Grande's album. I found so much new music and new shows and new movies. And I am I'm so happy that I am just broadening my horizons, and I found a lot of new YouTubers. Amber Scholes, which is amazing. She's so fantastic. Also, yeah, okay. So, one of my favorite things is living alone at the in town. So that was the first time I had ever lived by myself. I think it will probably be the only time I will ever live by myself, because right after that I found Roger and we started living together. But I lived alone for about a month at the extended stay in town suites on Highway 6, and it was one of my favorite times of my life. And I lived there during February of 2020, and I got up every day for work, and that's when I worked at the gym, and I loved it. I absolutely I felt so good about myself because I was doing it by myself. And you know, when you're doing something for yourself. And I also had my own space. I wasn't sharing it with anyone, and that felt so awesome because I had shared my space my entire life, and now I basically probably will. But Roger and I do have our own spaces in the office, which I really love that he lets me have my own space, and he's not controlling or anything, which is really awesome. But I'm so proud of myself for doing that and living alone, and you know, and then Roger saved me from, you know, homelessness. So good for him. So that was my number 14th favorite thing of 2020. So number 15 is moving into our lovely apartment with my future husband and the love of my life. But yeah, moving into this apartment with him was really a step. Bless you. Was really a step in the right direction for us, and we really became adults this year, and I can see him trying, and I can see our future together, and just it was the first step of us building our future, and I love that so much, and that's why it is one of my absolute favorite things of this year. And you know, even though there is such a bad, so as I was saying before the camera died, so many bad things have happened this year that just building a new healthy relationship just felt really good, and we built our next step. You know, we took it from the first us meeting to really growing our lives, and I can really see him pushing every day to build our life just as much as I can, and it feels so good to have someone put in just as much effort as I do. And that's how we got this place, and that's how we kept it. And you know, we have a few people helping us, and you know, they love us and we love them, and we're so glad that we have a place to help them with, you know. So yeah, getting an apartment is one of my absolute favorite things. And number 16 is becoming an adult and rearranging my priorities. So that means that I'm not just spending my money on whatever, and I'm really trying to save for bills and make bills my first priority and not just spend money on bullshit. So yeah, and really becoming an adult, because I turned 23 this year, so I really feel like that's the year that you kind of just get your stuff together, you know? And you just kind of try to do stuff, you know? So number 17 is slowly but surely becoming who I want to be. So that all completely entails who I want to be, as in fashion, my fashion choices, my personality, inside and out, you know, how I am perceived, how my brand is perceived, and just putting effort into myself and getting all of my stuff out. And you know, and I really love I've been trying to get on a routine and, you know, just try to be as successful as I can, as a Brooke Tastiest Sunflower can. Ooh, the lighting and the music is changing. So I guess that means we should move on to number 18, which is finding my voice. And honestly, speaking up when I'm uncomfortable. And that's something that for years gave me such anxiety, but now I stand up for myself all the time, and I try to just tell people and set boundaries and just let them know, hey, that's not cool, or hey, you know, let's find a good compromise. And I think finding my voice, I found my voice this year, and I just you know, I can't wait to just continue life being more confident and knowing that I set my own boundaries and I, you know, make my life my own. And with that, number 19, I overcame being suicidal this year. I was in the worst place of my life before I lived in towns by myself. Once my roommate, who will not be named, moved out, I felt this weight off of my shoulders, and I felt this like, I felt just like a burden was just lifted off of me, and I felt so much better. And then I met Roger, and I just felt like my life really was just moving in the right direction. And now every day I can tell that it is going the right way. It's going just it's like a bullet train moving in the right direction, and I can't wait for it, you know. And number 20 is that I have made plans to live past 27, and I have plans for 30 and past that, which hasn't ever happened. Since I was, I'd say, you know, maybe 17, I didn't think I was going to live past 27. So the fact that I am planning for past 30 is just, I mean, unbelievable to me, and I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so proud of who I have become, and I'm so proud of who I am becoming and what I'm going to do and what I know I'm capable of. And, you know, I do have my bad days still, but every time there's more time that passes in between each bad day. And, you know, I at a certain point didn't think that this was possible, but I know it is. And I'm so proud of myself for getting to this point. And I have plans for past 27, and I can't. Roger and I have planned, you know, for kids and, you know, marriage and stuff. And kids are a lifelong commitment, and it makes me really happy to know that, you know, that struggle is over. You know, and even though I do have bad days, I know that I have a partner who will pick me up when I'm down, or, you know, I can lean on when I don't feel as strong as I need to be. And I know that I can also be the partner he needs when he can't be as strong as he needs. And so with that, it concludes the 20 things that I am, my 20 favorite things of 2020. And let me know in the comments if you liked it. Let me know with a like, with a thumbs up, if you liked it, because I would really love the support. And let me know what your favorite thing of 2020 is, or let me know a few things of what, or let me know what you got better with, or, you know, brag in the comments about what you did in 2020, because, like, I would absolutely love to hear about it. And I hope you guys have a super wonderful day. I don't know when you guys will be seeing this, but I hope you guys have an awesome day, because you deserve it. And go drink some water and eat something and take your meds if you haven't. Have a good day, and I love you. And from all of us here at the Cool Kids Club, you're always welcome unless you're a meanie head. I'm your host, The Tasty Sunflower, signing off, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Oh, that took me way too long, and then smoke got in my face. Ah!